Welcome back as Guardians.
I'm Val.
And I'm Loki. We're back with the Loki Show, episode 2.
Yes.
Just to recap, last week, Loki was arrested by the Time Variance Authority after leaving the Avengers. Ended up in the Gobi Desert. They trimmed his variant timeline. And
reset charges seem to be playing a key role in this storyline, I think.
Yeah. The reset charges are definitely a plot device.
Yes.
And some other version of Loki. Spoilers for last week if you haven't seen it. If you haven't, what are you doing here? Some other Loki is going around collecting these reset charges to do something nefarious.
I'm sure. Yeah. Of course. Come on. So I think now they've recruited Loki to go after himself, or a version of himself, essentially.
Yeah, Mobius, aka Owen Wilson, did a fast forward shortcut on Loki's redemption arc from Ragnarok and Infinity War to bring us up to now.
Yep. So now it'll be interesting to see where they end up going from here, because who knows, how they're going to go about trying to track this other version of Loki. So they seem to not be able to get the jump on them as it is, and they're just tearing up their units. So it's definitely going to be a dangerous mission. So yeah, but say we just get right to it.
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right. Wisconsin.
It's a Ren Fair, yeah.
Yeah. 1985. Okay.
That's very Pip-Boy.
Right. I like how they just appear out of nowhere and they're just like, you're not dressed right.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you have mind control abilities? Oh. That looked more like a sword.
Very bad things.
Come on, Loki. What is it?
It's when the TVA can no longer reset the Nexus event.
Right, and that would lead to the destruction of the timeline and the collapse of reality as we know it.
Can you hear me? Are you recording or are you alive?
Sort of both. Oh, hey, quit it! That is not nice. You're
That's cute. Wow.
C-20 and her team went dark shortly after they jumped into the 1985 branch.
We're not just looking for a time criminal, we're looking for a Loki, a variation of this guy. A type we should all be very familiar with because the TVA has pruned a lot of these guys, almost more than any other variant. And no
Oh my
two are
God.
alike. Slight differences in appearances, or not so slight. Different powers, although powers generally include...
That's a Hulk Loki, yeah.
What the hell?
Because whoever this variant is, we haven't been able to find him. So let's bring in an expert.
Nobody's more of an expert on Loki than Loki.
Reset charges prune the effective radius of a branched timeline, allowing time to heal all its wounds. Which, by the way, sounds like a nice way of saying disintegrate everything in its vicinity. It's on it.
Essentially.
Watch the videos. It's on.
Oh. Is that the one that everybody is theorizing is Kang? Was it Kang the Conqueror? Yeah, he's always the one in the
I
center.
think so.
You see, half the fun of being a trickster is knowing everyone knows you're a trickster, and then many of your tricks can come from exploiting the fact that you know that they know. Shut up, please. What happened to the guy in
stupidly, that insecure need for validation would motivate you to find the killer. Not because you care about the TVA mission or being a hero, but because you know this variant is better than you. And you can't take it. Very nice. I'll give you two options, and you can give me whichever one you want. A, because I see a scared little boy shivering in the cold, and you kind of feel bad for that ice front. Or B, I just want to catch this guy, and I'll tell you whatever I need to tell you.
Or a little of both.
Maybe a little both.
The way that these buildings are, it's a little Escher-esque.
I think that's intentional.
You notice they keep focusing on that.
Mm-hmm.
Destruction of Asgard.
Mm-hmm. They didn't show him that.
Oh, yeah.
And he wasn't there for it.
Nope. Class 7 apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Total planetary destruction. 0 variance energy.
Let's just say your salad is Asgard.
No,
In this
it's not Asgard. That's
it's
my
Asgard.
lunch.
Just hang it
I
there.
don't want that salad.
I can go down to also set fire to the palace.
No, just stop. Don't set fire to the palace.
I can do whatever I want to, and it would never matter. It wouldn't go against the dictates of the timeline because Surtur will destroy Asgard no matter what I do.
No, don't do
There's the apocalypse.
That's the apocalypse.
Oh.
Ragnarok obliterates the soul. Mobius, come on. What could possibly go wrong? We got to properly test this theory.
Here's a fun theory. You lure me out to the field and then you stab me in the back. And that's a theory I don't want to test.
I've never stabbed anyone in the back.
I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
I'd never do it again. It's got holes. Okay. Okay, look. You don't trust me.
Wow.
Pompeii.
Of course, Pompeii.
Be free, my horn friends, be free! Be Norman and Loki! How do you do? I don't believe it. 0 variance energy, no branching in the timeline. TVA never even know you were here.
See, I know something children don't.
What's that?
But no one bad is ever truly bad. And no one good is ever truly good.
It's
Scary little boy.
pretty profoundly accurate.
Was cross-referenced that with every apocalyptic event. I give you half, and let's make it a competition. See if you find it. Okay.
2047 to 2051.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, split for pride. Okay, best one swallow.
This is gonna be interesting when those years come around.
Yeah.
Just uncovered a massive hole in our security, right?
That's what concerns me.
Trust me, this is where we get our guy.
Absolutely not. Gather round for a briefing.
Nice.
The hell was that?
That was me. Using magic to dry my clothes. So I don't announce myself with every squeaky footstep like the rest of you. It's fine. You can trust me. I understand. I have to earn that. So I'm not.
Why is it the people you can't trust are always saying, trust me? Try to hang on to your time column this time. We'll see your show.
Oh.
There it is. I mean, if I was Loki trying
Oh.
to, yeah.
Uh-huh.
a place with a lot of security cameras would be a good place to start.
Yeah. Oh.
Is he dead?
No, they usually survive.
Usually?
Mm-hmm.
So, you're the fool the TVA brought in to hunt me down.
Me, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
Please. If anyone's anyone, you're me.
How nice to meet you. Enchantment is a clever trick. Cowardly. A bit amateurish, but clever.
It's
I
charm.
think it, yeah.
Because cowardly is working for the TVA.
Charm.
I'm working for me.
Oh, you really believe that, don't you?
Yeah.
It's an interesting trick.
So it like transfers his consciousness somehow, or?
Plus,
It's like remote control.
Are you going to call your little friends for help? Loki.
oh, don't call me that. You can call me Randy.
Oh no, that's not my fault. I'm so annoying. Listen, you're not good games. I want to help you. I kept them vulnerable at the Renaissance Fair for some.
What did you give
The
them?
timekeepers, where they are. I've given away how to find them.
Oh.
How can you ever treat me like this? Hi.
It's interesting that he recoiled when he called him Loki.
Well, and he just said, I would never treat me like this. Ah, you were right.
Right.
You called it.
Oh, that's really bad.
Oh.
That is really, really bad.
Oh. That's a lot of charges.
Interesting. Okay.
That's what I want to know.
Oh, no.
All over the
He
world.
sent them all over the place to create branches. Woof.
Woo. Okay. So you called it.
Yeah, called it.
Yep. Lady Loki.
Lady Loki.
Yes.
Not the same origins as Lady Loki from the comics. Because I was actually expecting it to be the same actress that plays Sif.
Oh.
Because
okay.
in the comics, Lady Loki is Loki in Sif's body.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
So I was expecting to see the same actress that played Sif.
That would have been cool, though. That would have been awesome. I would have been like, what the fuck?
But yeah, Lady Loki.
Wow. So we finally see our variant. It is a version of him. It's just lady. Man, their whole thing is to cause chaos. Well, I think she accomplished that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sending those. I was wondering. I was like, now are all these reset charges for one specific. You think it's one specific event that they're gonna use it for? No, they sent them all over the timeline just to create all these branches and chaos and like what's this gonna end up doing?
Well, I think I know her game now.
Really?
Is
What's your theory?
So Loki's the agent of chaos.
Right.
The timekeepers are the arbiters of order. Which puts them kind of in direct conflict.
Right.
So she, he, them is trying to disrupt the sacred timeline and reintroduce chaos.
Okay. So our Loki was kind of looking a little, I guess in their eyes, a short-sighted and everything, wanting to take over the TVA and the timekeepers and overthrow them. And that's why Lady Loki was kind of like, like, why would you want to do that?
Why would you want to do that? We're just going to make them irrelevant.
Exactly. Exactly. Kind of looking at the bigger picture, I guess you could call it. So that was a very interesting way of doing it. And I honestly didn't expect them to get to this point and do this kind of a reveal in episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2.
Yeah, I thought they were going to save it for like episode 5 or something like that. But so there must be something bigger coming.
Oh, so much timeline hopping.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be like the door gag from Scooby-Doo for the next 4 episodes.
Right? That's certainly what it seems like, yes.
Yeah.
Man.
Just chasing Lady Loki from branch timeline to branch timeline.
Mm-hmm. And that'll probably be how we get into all the little, the snippets that we see from the trailer and all of that, especially like the vote for Loki and all of that stuff. So from the comics and all that, that's going to be interesting. I'm guessing, do you think that maybe he's going to try to make something of a specific branch like that? Like, to kind of take advantage of one and kind of run with it, and then eventually maybe the TVA catches up to him there, and he's like, what? You know what I mean? So
That might happen. It wouldn't surprise me if they catch up to him in the vote for Loki timeline.
Right.
And he's like, what did you expect? You know?
Exactly.
Or it also wouldn't surprise me if that was a different Loki.
A different one out there?
Yeah. Our Loki
Right.
and Lady Loki.
It's going to be a bunch of versions.
There's a bunch of them.
I see. I wonder, do you think maybe that's the end goal? Is to have all these variant Lokis?
I think so. Yeah. I think that was the point.
Yeah.
Was she had stolen that controller from the
TVA.
from C20 so that she could put the charges in all these different places to branch the timeline where she wanted.
Right, all at the same point or at the same time, and send them off.
Because you notice they weren't all branches off of the same, like, they were everywhere.
Yeah, they were all
Forward,
over
backwards, all over the timeline.
All over the timeline, yeah.
So, presumably in a lot of places where, in their timeline, in Loki's timeline, where they wanted Nexus to happen, you know.
Yeah, this is going to get interesting in a heartbeat, especially whenever we start the next episode, because of how that ended. It's like, okay, you started getting their trust in the TVA, and now he's just gone off. Now all this chaos happened. Lady the Variant didn't get caught, though Loki figured out where they were hiding out, and then now we know what they were doing and followed suit. So who knows where he's going to end up after this.
Yeah. I think the obvious thing to think is that he's betrayed them.
Right.
But I don't actually think that he has. Because, again, that's too obvious.
It's too obvious, yeah. And if we've learned anything, it's don't go for the obvious.
Yeah, so I think it's a triple cross.
Maybe.
So I think because there's definitely some trust relationship between Mobius and Loki. He may have problems with the the TVA overall.
Right.
But I think he actually likes Mobius.
I think so.
And I don't think that he's just going to outright screw Mobius over.
No, I wouldn't think so. Well, especially because anything that happens that goes wrong is on Mobius. Like, it's not going to be good. So, because he vied to have Loki's help instead of him just getting deleted.
Yeah, and I think our Loki's end goal is maybe to arbitrate for changing the sacred timeline to not include Ragnarok or not to include his death,
Yeah.
rather than creating all these infinite branches.
Right.
I think he's more like, hey, can we have the sacred timeline sans Ragnarok?
Right. It's like if Ragnarok just doesn't happen, it's like, I think we'll be okay. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see where this goes, and I think it's gonna escalate more and more. But I want to see what happens after all of this because it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
All those branches that happen, it's gonna be crazy. So can't wait to see it. This was a really good episode. I loved it. And we got, 4 more to go?
4 more to go.
So lots to come. But, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode as much as we did. Let us know what your theories might be concerning, where this is going, what Loki's end goal might be, or even Lady Loki's end goal might be in this. But yeah, let us know what you think. And if you liked our reaction, please like, subscribe, comment down below. We'd love to hear from you guys. So, and we have a Bad Batch coming up on Friday. So y'all be looking out for that. I have a feeling it's going to be another great episode. So
Me too.
we will see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.